What's going on, guys? So with it being a Friday, we will be doing my week 12 trading 2-on-2 portfolio update, and we will look through firstly my trading activity this week. We will then look at my overall profit and loss and look into each of my 12 portfolio pies to see are they in the green or in the red. And finally, we will look at this week's trading 2-on-2 hot list. But before we get into that, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it would really help me and the channel out going forward. And over the weekend, we'll be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway, so I'll make a video on that as well with details on how you can enter. And with all that being said, let's dive right onto my trading 2-on-2 portfolio. So on week 12, my overall portfolio is currently worth €5,082. This equates to about 6,176 USD and £4,590 sterling. And at time of recording, we're currently up 7.54% or €356. Again, that equates to $430, and in pound sterling, it equates to about £320. This week, in terms of dividends, we got 3. On the 2nd of December, we got 19 cents from Starbucks. Pfizer, yesterday, we got 46 cents, and Visa dividend, we got 20 cents. We also deposited a further €110 this week on the 1st of December, and the sole purpose of that was to get the 11 new companies that I mentioned in Wednesday's video up and running. So we just started off with a small position in each. I think it was roughly about €10 in each of those 11 positions. And if you want to look at that video, I'll put that in the description below, the video I made on Wednesday where we deposited at €110. In terms of how each of my 12 sector portfolio pies are doing, first, we have communication services. It's up 11.46%. We have 5 holdings here in the form of Walt Disney, which is up nearly 20%. Facebook is up 8.27%. AT&T is up 0.8%. Verizon is up 0.77%. And Netflix is down 2.4%. Consumer discretionary, we're up 9.26% overall. And my 5 holdings Tesla is up 50%. So that's quite a good return. McDonald's is down 5.5%. So I'll certainly be looking to dollar cost average in some of these companies. Target is down 4.5%, Starbucks is up 1.28%, and Nike is up 0.5%. My consumer staples pie is up 2.1%, Coca-Cola is up 5.1%, PepsiCo is up 5.08%, P&G is down 3.47%, Beyond Meat is down 0.5%, and Walmart is down 3.35%. Next up is my energy sector pie, where we're up 17.65%. And my 3 holdings in here are ExxonMobil, which is up 15.6%. My iShares Global Clean Energy ETF is up 2.8%. And Chevron is up 21.62%. Then my main ETF sector pie is up 9.3% in the form of Vanguard S&P 500, which is up 8.9%. And my Vanguard FTSE 100 is up 13.38%. In financials, we have €726 invested, and we're up 11.3%. My 5 holdings, Visa is up 3.1%, MasterCard is up 1.34%, JP Morgan Chase is up 22.5%, Bank of America is up 17%, and Goldman Sachs is up 16.45%. We then have my healthcare sector, which we have €615 invested, and are up 6.28%. The 5 companies, Johnson & Johnson is up 0.5%, AbbVie is up 19.5%, Pfizer is up 6.5%, Abbott Laboratories is down 2.4%, and Stryker is currently down just 1%. My industrial sector pie, we have €230 invested and are up 4.76%. We have 3M is up 3%, Caterpillar is up 16%, Waste Management is up 2.85%, Boeing is up 9.22%, and FedEx is currently down 2%. We then have my material sector pie, and again, this is one of the pies where I don't want to have a lot of my capital in. We're currently down 11%, and we have just under €200 invested. And the reason we are down 11 is because mainly of Barick Gold, which is currently down 14%, and it's the largest position. So over the last few weeks, as you know, I've added in 4 new positions in the form of Air Products and Chemicals, Ecolab, Nucor, and BHP Group to help further diversify this portfolio overall. But again, as we only started these positions, it will take time before we start bumping up these amounts and dollar cost average as well. And we'll come back to Barick Gold later on in terms of dollar cost averaging when I'm picking companies that do so next week. We then have my real estate sector pie down here, which is currently down 1.39%. All 5 are in the red at the moment, albeit in small amounts, so that's fine. And again, as the reason you need to diversify across all sectors is because they all move in different ways. For example, my financials up here, they're all fairly well in the green, where in a few months' time they'll be all in the red, and real estate could be the ones in the green. So you do need to diversify across as many sectors as you seem fit. So real yield income is currently down 0.13, American Tower is down 7%, Stag is down 3.3, Welltower is down 4.75, and Essex Property Trust is currently down 4.38%. And again, I only have about €10 or so invested into each of the 4 of the 5 companies here. So I'm actually quite happy to see these in the red, to be quite honest, because one, I actually am pumping in more money. I'm going to be getting them at a discount, and certainly over the long term, by having a way better dollar cost average down the line, that's going to make all the difference in terms of my overall P&L at the end. We then have my tech sector pie here, which is my largest holding so far. We just have under €1,100 invested, and we are up 8.75%. We have Microsoft, which is up 1.6%. Amazon is up 1.8%. Apple is up 9.1%. We have Alphabet Class A is up 22.9%, and IBM is currently down 2.7%. And finally, we have my utility sector pie, which I only started investing into a few days ago. It's currently down 4.39%. And again, as I only have about €50 or so invested here, I'm actually quite happy to see that it's in the red, because long term, yet again, as I said for my materials and real estate pies, is that I'm going to get them at a lot cheaper price when I actually start to pump in larger amounts of money. And again, in the long term, this will make all the difference in terms of dollar cost averaging. So that's my 12 pies here. Out of the 12, about 9 are in the green and 3 in the red. And again, this gives us an overall P&L currently of about €357 or so. So now that the dust has settled, my plan next week is really to start taking advantage of some of my kind of blue chip companies that are in the red to improve my dollar cost averaging. So that'll kind of be the whole objective next week, is to start taking advantage of this. So I probably, as I only have about €10 in Netflix at the moment, I know it's down 2.4, but we'll probably leave it at that for the moment. We might put in maybe another €20 to €30 here, but because the position is so small at the moment, I believe that my capital can be used more effectively in other scenarios that we look through right now. So again, 1 or 2 of these you can see off the bat here. McDonald's is down 5.5%. We currently have just under €100 invested here. So this will certainly be one of the companies I'm going to be targeting next week if it's still in the red. Even if it starts to go up in value, once it's below the 3% in the red, I'm going to certainly start pumping more money in here. Target again, similar to, let's say, Netflix up here, is that we only have €10 invested as we just started this position a few days back. So I might just put another €20 to €30 here, which again will improve the dollar cost averaging. In terms of consumer staples, we'll probably do the same with Walmart, again because it's a small position. And P&G, certainly I'll be putting more money in here as well, as it's currently down 3.42%. Energy sector is all fine, so is ETF financials also. If we go down to the healthcare, we can see here that Abbott Laboratories is down 2.3, so it's not below my 3% threshold as of yet. Industrials, again, FedEx, only €10 invested at the moment, nothing below the 3% threshold. Materials, now Barick Gold, certainly I'll be taking advantage of this, and I'll probably be putting in, so currently we have about €157 invested, and I'm going to probably put in another €50 to €100 here easily. So we'll probably be nearly doubling the position to take advantage of that 14% that's in the red at the moment. And again, you need to do your own due diligence and research before kind of taking advantage of dollar cost averaging, especially when companies drop below, let's say, 14%, because we need to check that anything in the fundamentals change. And once I'm after doing my research, I've kind of come to the conclusion that Barrick Gold is kind of gone down in value because of the corruption claims, and also because of the drop in the value of gold as well. So gold, as you know, is cyclical and it will go up and down over the long term. In the real estate here, we have all kind of small positions except realty income. So certainly I'll start tipping away. I might even just double these positions. I know it's only €10 or so, but if I doubled 4 of these positions, that will certainly improve the dollar cost averaging for the time being here. And I leave realty income at the moment because it's pretty much at break even. Tech sector, again, 4 to 5 are in the green, and the one that's in the red is the new position. It's only €10 invested, so I might just again put €20 to €30 here. to help improve that 2.6%. And finally, my utilities. Now I want to be conscious here, as I don't want to put too much capital into, let's say, my utility sector pie. I certainly want to keep this the lowest of the 12, but in terms of dollar cost averaging, over the long term, I might just put like 5 to 10 euro into each of the 5 companies here every week or two, depending on if it's in the red or not. But again, I'm not really too concerned, as it's only 50 euro invested here. And finally, the last part of today's video will be the trading 2 and 2 hot list. So as we can see here, the leaderboard of the top companies that trading 2 and 2 users currently hold. In top position is Tesla. We then have Apple, Amazon, Neo, BP. We have Microsoft, Rolls-Royce, Pfizer, National Grid, and Netflix make up the top 10 holdings held by trading 2 and 2 users. Then the top 5 risers will go to the last 7 days. We have Tesla, Pfizer, Apex, Palantir, and Moderna. So then we have the top fallers, and those 7 are Under Armour, Lil's Energy, Fuel Tech, Hermitage Offshore, and Candy. And with all that being said, that brings the end to this week's Trading 2 and 2 Portfolio Update, Week 12. Next week, we will again dollar cost averaging the companies that I've mentioned earlier in the video. That will be the main goal next week, is to take advantage of that. And over the weekend, I'm going to make a 500 video, or 500 subscriber, should I say, video special. And I'm going to have a giveaway in that coming up, a competition. So be sure to check that out, and I'll have all the details in that video. Again, that'll be up before the weekend is over. So thanks very much, guys. Have a good weekend, and I will see you all in the next video.